Hey everybody, it's Spencer Presley on SMTN here, giving a overdue update, but haven't really known the right way that I want to do this. So I'm going to, first start off by kind of saying a couple of things. I've talked about them a bit on the group. So in terms of the podcast, I went from weekly to monthly because monthly seemed a lot easier in terms of quality. And actually, technically, I haven't missed a month yet. I still have like 2 days left in November. Um, but I'll explain a little bit more of that. So the spoiler cast was supposed to be for Apocalypse at the end of October. That got pushed back for recording issues and scheduling conflicts with a couple other plans I had. And honestly, a lot of this has kind of been out of my control, not in terms of like scheduling conflicts with other people. It's more been a me thing because if any of you guys know, my house has been under construction for like, oh Jesus, it's been under construction, I think, since like August, September. It's just been taking forever. Um, all of it's kind of out of my control. As you can see, my room still has nothing in it. I really just have a bed and a TV and a box of like PS4 games I switch out with my Vita and Switch. Um, all of my computer equipment upstairs is just in this like room that's just surrounded by a bunch of crap. It's usually always being worked on or around. Like the whole house is being worked on. It's this whole annoying situation that is more annoying for me because I've not been that busy that I can't get a show out to you guys. I just don't have the means for it because my only means of making podcasts is with my main desktop computer. I don't have a laptop yet. My hope is thankfully releases are kind of slowing down for things I really want. And honestly, like if we're being honest here, I probably should have prioritized like setting up a laptop more with my own funds than what I've done now is, and honestly what I've done for a while is been taking funds from Patreon and just making like, okay, what laptop can I buy with this much, this much, this much. But with the Patreon stuff having gone down so much recently over the last like year or so, I'm probably getting like 20 to 25 bucks a month, if that. It's just a really slow process, but I know that if I had a laptop, I'd be able to get shows out a lot quicker and just a better quality thing. And this is not me trying to sound like I'm begging that I need a laptop or support me on Patreon. Do that if you want. This is more of just an update as to why. So that's why shows have not been coming out, because my house is kind of a disaster, and even though I've been trying to move out, that's still its own slow process for various other reasons. So moving forward, my plan is twofold. I plan on doing, at least for the next couple of days, uploading YouTube videos that are going to be shorter solo episodes of the podcast. Probably my plan is going to be maybe 4 or 5 YouTube videos around 10 to 15 minutes apiece, talking about different subjects that I've kind of wanted to talk about but couldn't make a full episode out of, and that are kind of current around SMT and Persona related things, and just my opinion on them. So those will go up segmented on my YouTube, just very vloggy like this right now. And that, if you're watching this on Facebook, that's going to be youtube.com/torchwood4sp. That will then, at the end of a week, be compiled into one YouTube video. Into one MP3, which I will then put on the podcast feed. That I can do pretty easily. Honestly, the biggest thing that I use my computer for in terms of making an episode, editing doesn't take that much time. It's recording an episode that I have to get done on there. Whereas I could record a video on my phone like this now. It's not the nicest, but it's just me talking, I can take that audio and it's a lot easier. So that's my temporary gap. The first video is probably either going to be up tomorrow or it's going to be up on Friday, which would be December 1st. I'm not sure when I want to start these. It's going to be talking about sales of Deep Strange Journey in Japan compared to other SMT mobile games, and kind of what those sales numbers really mean for the series and what we might be able to expect for America. That's a bigger, broader idea for a subject, so I might either have that one be a longer episode, or I might actually split that up into two. One would be how the game did, and then the other one would be how I think America's going to do. Besides that, stuff for the podcast. Basically, so I'll be doing YouTube videos, short YouTube vlog videos for SMTN on my YouTube channel. And by the way, sorry this is all ranty. It's just, there's just like a lot of stuff I need to talk about. Do them on YouTube, compile them at the end of a week or after I've done 4 or 5, put them into a full SMTN episode. Once that's done, basically keep that going either till construction's done, I've moved out, or I have a laptop. Other things that are going on that I want to address. Let's see. Group interactions. Group interactions have not been super awesome, including I've not really been doing a good job of driving discussion. This is for the Facebook group, the Shin Megami Tensei Network Facebook group. I've not done a great job at starting discussions, commenting as much as I have been. I can probably kind of blame that between usually when I'm not like head deep into working on a podcast, I feel bad. And when I feel bad about not having a show out for you guys, especially like with this year, I've been so bad about getting the show out. I think I don't know if I consciously do it or subconsciously. I don't interact in the group as much as I should, even as an admin, and I feel bad about that. And even with the new Facebook group, the new Facebook page, I've not been as active. It's just harder. I think in my head, if I had to pick a real reason why I don't think I do it as much when I'm not doing episodes, is I'm always worried that, if I post something that's not related to the podcast, or if I'm commenting one day, someone's going to go, hey, fuckface, where's the episode? Why are you talking about this? No one's ever done that to my knowledge, honestly, besides when there was a post a couple of days ago where someone's saying the group's been really inactive. I honestly I shoulder a lot of the blame in terms of why it's been inactive. I used to be a lot better at kind of rallying up different events and stuff we could talk about. Like, we have a really big group, and we have a lot of good interactions, but we used to have a lot more. And there's that really fine line between everyone's pissed at there being too much stuff and then no one thinks there's enough. Honestly, I don't think we're closer to here. I think we're a lot closer to here. So, like, it's just gone down, but it still feels like it's not as much. Things I plan to mitigate that so the group feels less dead. I want to bring back Fight Night in some way. I don't know if we're just going to bring back Ultimax or if it might honestly just be a Discord chat where we all talk on... Probably like Saturday nights would be like a good one, but I'll probably do like a group poll to see which nights would be good. I think fight clubs would be good, or fight nights would be whatever. God, it's been so long I don't even remember what we're calling them. I think those would be fun to do, even if we're not all playing the same thing, just us all kind of talking in group settings. Obviously, when we're playing a game, it's a lot easier to just like do voice chat and then talk to other people. But I want to bring that back. That was really fun, playing games with everybody, or even just talking while we were all playing games and being idiots. Other things I want to bring back, and I've been trying to focus a lot more on this, is doing interviews. That obviously goes on to what I was doing before, technical reasons. I think interviews and crossovers really help a lot. I think when I do interviews that you guys care about, you're more interested in listening to the show. When you do crossovers, it brings over people who might not know about us and splice them through the group, which makes us get bigger, which is always fun. Besides that, honestly, the moderators have been kicking ass. Jacob, Torin, and Andre, you guys fucking rock. You guys seriously help me out so much. I appreciate it. I'll go in and approve comments, but they're always usually on it way faster than I am. But you guys always know you can still message me whenever you want. I'm trying to think other things I'm rambling about. Things I'd like to get done by the end of the year. Hopefully I have a laptop, or we're just gonna go into summary mode before I end this video. Podcast will be in vlog form on YouTube. Vlogs will be compiled into audio for iTunes at the end of the week. That'll go on until I either have a laptop, I'm moved out, or construction's done on the house. And last but not least, I want to get better at community interactions, which for community interactions, besides Fight Night and just trying to be more active again in terms of my goal to myself is I want to, even if it's just me posting a fucking steelbook or something, I want to at least post one discussion starter or opinion, basically any form of question or even a collection sharing post every day on SMTN. That's my goal as admin I want to stick to. And hopefully I can do that. So that's basically like 5 or so points that I really want to get across. Big thank you to everyone who's supported me in the past or is still currently supporting me on Patreon. I really appreciate it. I know the output has been super low. It's just really been hard with a lot of different factors. So this is just more of the personal shit. So if you want to turn it off, that's fine. This is just kind of more into getting into the weeds if you guys care. So I've talked a bit about 2017 and how it's kind of why it's been really rough for the podcast, but I haven't really always been super. I mean, I've talked about it on Facebook and Twitter, but I've never really done a great job in terms of saying why. And I want to kind of give you guys a more transparent view into reasons that I may have been not as good with the podcast in terms of managing it or giving it attention and things like that. I'm not going to give you a total play-by-play, but I'm going to go over a couple of things. Let me see. Highlights would be, well, I guess these are all like lowlights. Stress basically coming from, I had a really rough breakup earlier this year that threw me into depression for the first time, like really threw me into a depression for the first time in my life. That lasted honestly from like March to June and was way harder on me than I thought it was going to be. And took me a while to get over, but during that time I was still doing some shows. It affected me in a lot of ways I really wouldn't have wanted it to. I mean, I remember I got Persona 5 like a week or two before it released physically. And I was so just done with games. I didn't want to do anything. I wanted to go to work. I wanted to try and think of anything that could make my life better. Through this breakup, it was just really, really rough. And it really took the wind out of my sails for playing almost any video games at all. The Switch helped a lot with that, I think, because it was portable, but Persona 5 just hit at a really bad time for me. And I almost feel like even in the back of my head, it just kind of, I had that negative connotation of I associated this really messy time in my life with getting Persona 5, and that always kind of pushed me away from wanting to jump headfirst into it, which I know I shouldn't do. I plan on beating it, so don't worry. That's just kind of explaining one of the things. Another one is at the beginning of the summer, I think May, I lost my job with FedEx. And basically, I was like beginning of May, I lost my job at FedEx for various reasons and had to focus on getting a new job. All of that mixed in with me being really depressed from the breakup was really, really stressful. This is like May, and I remember Caligula Effect came out. I really wanted to play that. I could not get myself to play these long RPGs. I think, honestly, from like April, May, all I played was Puyo Puyo Tetris. That's all I wanted to play. It was really bad. I got a job in June, my current job now where I work at Xerox. Really, really good. It's been a good fit for me so far, even in terms of podcasting and stuff. I think it's a good schedule that once I can get some normalcy going, that'll help a lot. It was getting a little bit better there, but has been getting more hectic kind of starting August in a bit of September with the construction around the house. Basically, I'm trying to move out mixed with the house is being worked on in a really shittily managed way, and it's just making everything really stressful and just like leading to days where you just really don't want to come home. And when your only place to work on a podcast is unavailable, and also you're not enjoying your home environment, it's like a really unhealthy mixture of, all right, I want to get out of here, but I want to do work, but I have to be here to work, but I don't have a good way to do it. It's all just accumulated into a really bad combination. But yes, that's like 3 of the bigger reasons why 2017 has been a pretty bad one in terms of me managing SMTN. And I want to apologize. If anyone has questions, I'll go into it way more if anyone cares. But really, the big takeaway from this video, 5 things I planned on changing, I went over earlier. And then my 3 big reasons why I've kind of dropped the ball this year was me being depressed earlier this year, losing my job while being depressed and looking for another job. Kept me busy, on top of then moving / the house being worked on. So I know it all sounds like a big emo clusterfuck. I just want to let you guys all know this. Like I said, expect the vlog either up sometime. It's either going to be sometime like Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday is the guaranteed latest I'd have it up. I'm still kind of finalizing the script of it. It's going to be less rambly like this is. It's going to actually have facts and stuff, but it'll still be presented in a vlog nature. But yeah, besides that, I guess I should do a quick promo of some stuff real quick just so everybody knows. So, because I'm uploading this on Facebook and my YouTube. So, Shin Megami Tensei Network, you can follow it on Twitter at SMT Network. Follow me on Twitter at Torchwood4SP. My YouTube channel, where the vlogs and stuff will go up, are youtube.com/Torchwood4SP. You can support me and the show on patreon.com/Spencer Presley, which will be somewhere in this video or in the links. Search Shin Megami Tensei Network to find us on iTunes and online. There's RSS feeds, all that fun stuff. And join our awesome Facebook group. Be more interactive. It's a super fun community. Obviously, not everyone on a group can be amazing, but trust me, there are more amazing people on that group that you will get along with than you would have to worry about in most normal groups. That's what we try and do. But yes, so I can end this video and you guys can stop watching it. Have a good one. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being patient with me. And thank you for still caring about this group or this podcast or anything that has to do with it. Have a good one.